excited to show you this. So first of all, from Tweaked, this is QVC Clean Beauty. Now this is the first day back since December of 2021. I remember Jane had it, and I saw it, and I was a little late to the party, and I was quite sad. Because what you're getting is a Tweaked by Nature Scalp Therapy Serum. A scalp therapy serum, but listen to this. Not only is it going to moisturize your scalp, is it going to tame frizz? So you could tell my curls perked up, which my ears were like,
gorgeous.
Wait, what? Taming me? Okay. But also improve the look of volume. Who does that while moisturizing and giving volume? Well, it's one of the rare treasures that Dennis Simeone brings us. This is a special featured price because normally our $68 QVC price is what this is on .com for. We're at $36.50, which is a $31 savings, $31.50 to get it home today. It's sold out the last time that it was presented. We do have it back in stock, but it was really one of those kind of rare moments in the world of clean beauty. And guess what? Dennis is in studio here with us. So Dennis, come on over. Because when you talk about Tweaked by Nature, Dennis, come on over. It's so good to have you in studio.
Is this the first time?
Yeah, this is your first time back.
Yeah.
Well, you brought a rare treasure. So Dennis, I'd love to say, I wish that we said we pulled you out of retirement, but
it was
your mother.
Yeah. But you can say that.
But it wouldn't be true. But tell us why, because you have been in the industry for so long, really reinventing the way we do beauty with these rare and hard to find ingredients going, I mean, traveling all over the world. But it was to find something for your mom.
Yeah, my mom, she was going through a medical issue, and she's never asked me for anything in 50 years. So normally it's me always asking for something. I am a true mama's boy, so I wanted to create something just for her so she can get through her journey a lot easier. And this was one of them. It started with the cleansing air treatment, but scalp therapy was so important. And I was able to create it so that it applies on as a patch. So it's a gel that I found. It is a thermal active gel. So with heat, it actually gets thicker, so it attaches onto the hair. And we'll show you with the models.
Okay.
When you start giving it energy, it literally lifts at the root. So you don't feel it. Yeah, you don't see that like when it comes to no residue, but you'll see you'd add just a dab of it. And most of these treatments are oil-based, right? And I remember I was using one.
Greasy and
I'm
heavy.
57, and I want to keep all my hair. It would leak and come down my forehead, on my eyebrow. I don't want my eyebrows bushier, or my beard. But you can see, when you massage it into the scalp, at one little dab, it stretches out to the size of your hand to give you an idea of the patch that it makes. It's translucent. These fibers, Jatamansi, they're high up the Himalayan mountains. They make the hair thicker, fuller. They add space in between. It lasts for 3 days, and then you reapply every 3 days for 3 months.
So clean hair, you apply wet or dry.
Yes.
You're moisturizing your scalp, treating, hydrating, yes, but you're also getting volume.
Yeah. Do you want to go touch your hair?
Yes, I do. Well, I actually have a bunch on my hands.
There you go.
You can
go to town.
I was going to put it in my hair.
It's goof
But
proof.
you can, like right at the root, get in there. And you said because it's like heat activated.
Yeah, so with
I'm gonna share some
normally with heat, things get thinner, right? So it does the opposite. This, with heat just above room temperature or body temperature, it starts to thicken up. So it's targeted, so it holds the actives in place.
It's so soft.
Yeah, but it's also lifting the hair. There's no hold.
You're not weighing it down. And then look at Marissa's hair too, because Marissa's got a lot of hair.
Yes.
So how is she applying this?
So again, you're putting it directly where you need help. Like if you have any scalp issues, where you have areas that...
Well, wait, I need help in a lot of places. No, I'm just kidding.
Then it's 5 little dabs will do the entire head.
So where you want like the fullness, basically, and the lift?
Yes.
I always think, too, like where your hat sits on your head, that's where I always want the volume.
Yeah.
So do it... Okay.
You have wispy hair,
Look at
that's
her
sitting...
volume.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter the hair length. It doesn't matter the hair texture, age. Look, if you're having scalp... This is my first scalp treatment in 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it had been years before that, before we saw
15
a Rare
years.
Treasures,
Yes.
by the way.
Well, listen, I want to tell you, we made 1 batch in the 3 ounce. This is it for the rest of the year. So what you have, you can't find it anywhere else. That's why it's a rare treasure. So.
Well, you might want more than one, because when it comes to volume from Tweaked, sometimes, Dennis, there's been some things that you weren't able to make anymore, and it broke my heart.
Oh, I know.
So take a look. Here's how we see how to apply.
Yeah, so dry apply. So Midge is showing you. You can apply it either on dry hair or wet hair, on freshly clean hair, but we're showing you on dry. So you can do this every day, but you only need to do it every 3 days because it stays with you. Wherever you put it, you massage into that scalp area. The more energy, the more lift. If you don't want the volume, then you're only going to massage it for about 2-3 seconds just to get that onto the scalp. It's targeted, it's not going to leak, it's not greasy, it gets better day 2, day 3. You'll see that your volume the next day, you don't need to apply anything else. You just need to give it energy again because it stays as a patch. It's translucent and visible. It sits on the scalp. And you've got this rare fiber that's from Nepal. It's been around for centuries, and we basically micronize it. So that's what's giving it the lift. So it's not greasy, it's not crispy, no helmet head. You get the real deal.
But if you want volume, maybe at the start of things, you have that fragile, delicate hair.
Yeah.
Or it's frizzy. Like, I'm not taking a teasing comb to that.
No,
right?
no.
You don't need to do that. That's where the scalp treatment comes in. It's your treatment. It's hydration. It's getting to the root of things while also giving you volume. Thanks, Dennis. But here's the problem. We only have 3,200 available, and everybody just woke up. The kids are now asleep. So you're all on .com, you're watching the live streams, you're going to QVC or your app, and you're starting to shop. Dennis can't just keep cranking these out. So grab the scalp therapy. There's no auto delivery on this one. You're allowed to stock up as many as you'd like. We don't put rules on like, well, you can only buy 2, right? So if you need to grab a couple, just go for it. Most scalp treatments do. They weigh your hair down. You would do them at night.
Yes.
And then you'd have to like wash your hair the next day and restyle that. I don't use them because of that.
Yeah, what's the issue? The longer you leave it on, the better, but you can't leave those oily ones on for more than a couple hours, and what's the payoff?
Right.
Well, you're not going to get volume. This one...
Lydia needs a new zip code. Like, she's entered into a bigger zip code. So, no teasing, right? This is
Johnny, try to
the
push,
volume.
just to show them. And look, all you need to do the next day is just put your fingers through again to the scalp area and give it some energy, and voila, it goes back.
I love that you don't have to do it every day.
No, every 3 days.
Yeah, so that's so nice. And it will,
You're
like,
not
it has like
wanna
the
wash your
memory.
hair.
Yeah.
It has self-cleansing ability as well. Hyaluronic has been just so you know, it's more than just the Jatamansi. So that's been hydrolyzed and also encapsulated. So that's why it goes 3 days. So it's time sensitive. So basically it lives on that patch. The patch will stay for 3 days, and then you'll notice because you'll start seeing that the hair not falling, but it just, when you give it energy, it's not giving you as much volume. That's when you reapply. And you only need to apply that one little dab. When you massage it, it massages out the size of your hand. When you close your hand, make a fist, that's the area that one little dab spreads out. Wow. Super concentrated, so that 3 ounce should last you if you're using it every 3 days for 3 months. You're gonna go 3 months, then 3 months off.
And that's it.
That's it, and you'll get instant results. You can read the reviews, you'll see for yourself. It smells, it's my first actual pumpkin spice aroma that I've done in 20 years.
Really good. Did you smell it?
But you wouldn't even have figured that out if I didn't tell you, because it's so different.
Well, it's just like warm.
It's comforting. And I think too, men and women will both love it too, because it just has this gorgeous, like, earthy scent to it. We only have 2,600 to go around, and you may have turned your nose up to scalp treatments before, because you'd put it on and it left your hair so greasy you were gonna have to wash and restyle again in the morning. And this really, it's treating the scalp, it's nourishing, it's hydrating, and it's a volumizing treatment all in one tube for $36.50. That's kind of silly.
It's a super tasker. Again, most treatments out there for your scalp, they're oil-based.
Yeah.
And if they're oil-based, for me, the biggest thing was, well, it's targeted, right? So I'm a formulator. That targeted dose isn't staying where it's supposed to stay. So you're not getting truly what you're supposed to get, because it leaks. It goes everywhere. It was landing, like I said, on my eyebrows. I don't want bushier eyebrows.
I'd like more hair on my head, nowhere else. Thank you.
This holds it wherever you put it, in about a 4-inch square or circle, a patch that it makes that you can't see, can't feel. That's what makes it so special. It gives you volume like a hairspray, but it doesn't feel like anything.
So when I get this home, again, how often do I apply?
Once every 3 days.
Once every 3 days?
Yeah, so you don't wash your hair for 3 days. You can even go up to 5 days. It depends on how much you reactivate. So if you're always playing with it.
I'd like to reactivate.
Yeah, so the more that you're wearing down the patch, then you'll have to do it sooner, but every 3 days, that's the norm.
This is that game changer. 2,300 to go around. Yes, it's your scalp treatment, but nourishing, hydrating while treating your scalp with volume. One treatment every 3, maybe 4 days, $36.50. Grab more than one. It's a 500963. Talk about an ultimate moment in Master Beauty class. Dennis, it was so good to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's been too long. Lots of love to you and your family.
Thank you.
Want to remind you of a big launch from Wish, the Bakuchiol Super Creamy Love. In the